Experience all football has to offer. See Victory League live.
Points based on the result. If one team wins this match, it's just too difficult. I think we can basically put the season to bed. I can't see South at all dropping points. They're just simply too good.
Cron. Lazinski goes short. McEwen straight away runs onto it. Has it sharked off him for a moment by Guerra. Goes out to the right side through Vandermeer.
It's bogged down in the middle a little bit here, Gilly.
Cabello on the ball. Feeds out to the left, finds Moons. He struts into the centre. Dishes back to Cabello. His last appearance for the Warriors this season. He'll want to make it a good one. Put it out wide to Wadawu. Time from McEwen. It comes to the back post, and Herrera, with a bit of help from Nesta, will see this one clear. Throws out, looking for Griffiths. Comes to Whitehall, and he looks to test Nesta, who's just out off his line. But
through to Lazinski now. He goes back to Walsh. Jockeyed well by Griffiths, and it's out now.
Lets in Mearns. Mearns gets a touch, but it ends up with McEwen only for a second. Herrera steals. 1-2s with Mearns. Sends through. Sekiris lets it run through his leg.
Fielding with the ball now. Comes forward, a little bit of space for the experienced centre-back. Obviously, former player for the Warriors. Puts it through to McEwen here. If he can chip it through to Ingles, he hasn't. And Kurt Ingles lines up for this one. Has a strike. Bottom right-hand corner. 11th minute. Kurt Ingles and the brothers celebrate. Ethan and Kurt. Lucky ball spills out from Adam McEwen there.
Gets it to his keeper, Nesta. Very composed. Spreads it out to the right. Finds Rumney. Cuts inside of Fag. Goes into the middle. No one there but Courtney. Courtney puts it out on the left. Fag. And he's offside.
The Zebra's doing very well here just to suffocate the Warriors into a little bit of their defensive half. And Nesta's clearance is a shocker. And McEwen! That's a little bit of class there from Adam McEwen as Dimitri Nesta attempted to clear it out. And it fell to McEwen. A bit of a misclearance from the experienced goalkeeper. A bit uncharacteristic from him. And McEwen just saw him off his line, obviously trying to backtrack.
Bullseye goes out to the right. Picks out Wadawu. He threads it through, looking for Cabello there. It's cut off by Fielding, who dishes to Ferns. And out on the right now they go, the Zebras. Walsh on this one. Can't find Whitehall. It's cut off. As Phillips dishes into Herrera, and out on the left again they go. Plays it out to the right side with a big boot. Headed away from Rumney by Kurt Ingles. Comes down to Wadawu. He plays it quickly into the box, and it's well collected by Ferguson. It's with McEwen now. Can they counter-attack the Zebras? McEwen threads through, finds Ethan Ingles. Cuts inside of Rumney. Rumney does well to stay with him, but it looks like he collected him a little bit. Out coming from the Zebras, but not to be. With Cabello now, beyond halfway. Plays to Sekiris. He goes out to the right to Wadawu. He just keeps it in. Plays quickly into the centre. Over the head of Ferguson and into the back of the net. Warren Wadawu, a piece of magic from absolutely nothing. I think it was a cross-come shot, but in the end it doesn't matter how they get in the back of the net. It's just the fact that they do. Picks out Cabello. Cuts inside of McEwen. Finds Mearns right in the bullseye. Wadawu, 1-2s with him. And then to Cabello. He's in range here, Cabello. If he can find a bit of space, he gets space, and he fires just wide to the left.
Phillips is there. Spills out to Whitehall now on the right. He sends a ball in. Almost punched away by Nesta, partially. Kurt Ingles tries to send a cross in. Gus Rumney's done very well. Spills out to McEwen, who tried to touch it down, but good pressure from Herrera.
By one. He's in range. Tries a bit of trickery. Goes out to the right. Finds Sekiris. He loses it. Here, can he double up? Looks... Probably does a little bit too much. Gets it to McEwen, though. McEwen will look to cross.
Touch is a shocker, and Herrera capitalises. Holmes now with it. Fag now puts through Whitehall. Bit of a mistake at the back from Holmes. Cut across to Ingles. Off Nesta's face. And Ingles has tried to follow that one up. And Nesta's mopped that one up quite comfortably.
But it ends up with Walsh. Walsh switches it right up. A nice ball. Picks out Ethan Ingles. Heavy touch might let him Rumney. He skips by him and slides it into a net. A terrific goal from Ethan Ingles. The youngster did that superbly. A really good ball from Dwayne Walsh to pick him out on the left side. Looked like he'd taken a heavy touch and let in Rumney, but he skipped by him. And Nesta raced off his line. Page and Paradisus are the substitutes for Olympia this evening from Wadawa. He's up on his feet, though, so it can't be too bad.
10-yard box chance here for Sakiris. Has a shot away. Off the crossbar! Off the crossbar! Falls out to Mearns now. They're still on here, the Warriors. Mearns gets around. Courtney sends it in. And Matty Ferguson has held. Again has stood firm. It spills out to Mearns, who has an ambitious strike. Sakiris is very deep, and he's forced back further to try and get this ball, and he bundles over McEwen, who puts his hands up, but the Zebras still have the ball here. Courtney sends it in. Lazinski's lurking, and he's bundled over Nesta there. There's a foul on Lazinski for just bundling over Dimitri Nesta. Probably fairly, but as Paskey said, the keepers can be a bit of a protected species. I think that
Lazinski puts it out to Engels. Golden chance here. He fires just wide of the left upright.
Cabello with the free kick. Sends it in. It's not a... God, I was about to say. Very interesting to see the two centre-backs coming up against each other. Foul there from Vandermeer on Lazinski, just in front of the centre circle. And it's spilled out the cut across from Lazinski to Ferns. He has a strike, and it's well wide of the left upright goal kick.
Mearns picks it up, takes it on halfway, looks into the centre. Finds Rumney. Rumney looks to get by one in Clark. Clark gets a touch in. It's just a Whitehall. They're on here, the Zebras. Whitehall out to McEwen. Looks down to the box, gets inside. Vandermeer strikes off the crossbar, comes back into play. They're still on here. Fag enters the box and collects and bundles it out of play for a goal kick.
And the Zebras can counter. McEwen sends it out to Whitehall on the left. Heavy touch there from Whitehall. And Nesta can't get to it. Whitehall. There was a whistle there. I thought I heard a whistle.
Delivers into a crowded box. Comes to Sakiris. And Sakiris pokes it home into the bottom left. A nice bit of work from Emmanuel Sakiris. Supreme delivery from Cabello. Finds Sakiris. And he collects it with an outstretched boot. And
everywhere. He sends it in. Well, good corner. Spills out to McEwen here. He touches it down, puts it across to Ferns on the edge of the 18. He has a strike. Good shot, and even...
And then McDonald, his first influence since being introduced, plays it back to Ferns, who spreads across to the right to McEwen. Looks out to the right of Phillips and then goes back into the centre, and Whitehall has a strike just wide of goal. He through to Ferns. They're on here, the Zebras. Ferns looks inboard. He's looking for a bit of space to have a shot in the end. He passes off to Whitehall, and he blasts it into the back of the net by Nesta at his near post. Strong finish from Whitehall. And that is game, set, and match to the Zebras. Jed got the chocolates, but it was interesting in the second half. They were coming out your heart.
I'll use all the cliches today as a game of two halves. And I thought we were very good in the first half, and I thought they were very good in the second half. And did they have 10 men? I thought, they worked really hard, and they were good.
Bit of a game of two halves there, Glenn.
Well, it was, but obviously the first half hour killed us. Gave them 3 goals, and they were gifts, and they took advantage of it. And good luck to them. So we came back better in the second half, obviously, but still very disappointing.